Folk artist Wang Xin, who lives in East China's Shandong province, is busy these days sharing her expertise in making traditional dough sculptures to mark Lunar New Year, which this year falls on February 19th. Sculpting flour dough into representations of plants, people and other animals in celebration of Lunar New Year is a tradition long cherished by people across China. Once formed, the traditional dough sculptures called huamo in Chinese are painted. Wang Xin, an experienced dough sculptor in Zhaozhuang, Shandong, shares her experience and skills with neighbors interested in making dough sculptures together. She said she has just made this chubby little sheep and it symbolizes good luck and happiness. Written records of Chinese people making dough sculptures date back to China's Han Dynasty, 206 BCE to 220 CE. With over 2,000 years of heritage and development, dough sculptures are now a part of Chinese culture and folk art. A wild giant panda was recently caught in a video recording in a provincial nature reserve in northwest China's Shaanxi province. The video footage released by the Huangguan Mountains Nature Reserve last Saturday shows the giant panda weighs about 100 kilograms climbing up to mountains at 7:54 on December 11, 2014. According to staff of the reserve, it was lucky for them to capture the wild giant panda in such large area where a variety of wild animals live. The giant panda was believed to have climbed down from mountains to seek water and warmth, as most of the places in the reserve are covered with snow. Liu Geifei, director of the Huangguan Mountains Nature Reserve Administration, said giant pandas need to drink water in winter, so it has to come down to the stream to drink.
当时我一看啊，我确实是跳起来了，确实是的，终于见到了一个活体熊猫。这也就是说，我们这个保护确实卓有成效。
The video recording also captured other wild animals such as snub-nosed monkey, takin, golden pheasant, according to the staff of the reserve. The endangered species giant panda is China's treasured animal, and Chinese zoologists say that China has around 1,590 giant pandas in the wild, in addition to over 300 in captivity. China Changbai Mountain International Snow Festival 2015 or CISF and Changbai Mountain International Ice and Snow Carnival 2015 opened in Qibei District at Changbai Mountain recently, attracting thousands of tourists. Themed with "Come to Changbai Mountain to see snow in winter," this event comprises many indoor and outdoor activities such as International Snow Sculpture Contest, Food Festival, Snow Golf Experience, Car Race, Motocross and Photo Exhibition. This event will last through February 25th. Changbai Mountain, whose tallest peak has an altitude of 2,750 meters, is one of China's most popular tourist destinations.
我就感觉突然进到了另外一个世界，跟我们平时生活的城市不大一样。
The 66th Sapporo Snow Festival has opened in Hokkaido's capital, Sapporo, Japan, featuring about 200 ice works on display. Organizers held the opening ceremony at Odori Park in the city center. Visitors can see 5 large snow sculptures that are 15 meters tall at the main Odori Park site. These include the Middle Gate of Kasuga Taisha Shrine, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in western Japan's ancient capital of Nara. Another large sculpture is the Manila Cathedral in the Philippines. A visitor from Vietnam said she saw real snow for the first time and is amazed by the quality of the figures. Organizers show colorful moving images projected onto the snow shapes and will hold a puppet show and an opera at night for the first time. Visitors also enjoyed the snowy festival via NHK's 8K Ultra High Definition TV at the Sapporo Broadcasting Station. An eye-popping game of Japanese-style chess using automobiles as pieces took place on a gigantic shogi board, almost 15,000 times the size of an original board. The game was held at a baseball stadium in Saitama Prefecture near Tokyo recently. Yoshiharu Habu, who holds 4 major shogi titles, faced up incoming player Mayasuki Toyoshima. Cars of various models represented each of the 20 chess pieces. The drivers skillfully treaded through narrow gaps between other cars. When the two announced their moves, drivers rushed to their cars. The time required to reach a designated square counted against the clock. Each player was given 4 hours to make their moves. Habu emerged as the winner after a marathon match that ran into the evening. A shining ball with a long tail moves across the Korea sky last Sunday night. This footage was taped at 8:30 p.m. by a black box installed in a vehicle that was passing the Suwon Singal interchange of the Gyeongbu Expressway at the time. At around the same time, a shining object moving rapidly across the sky was also witnessed in Cheongju, North Chungcheong Province.
갑자기 불빛이 딱 나타나고 크게 이제 후광이 붙은 거죠. 그래서 이제 저거 뭐지 하고 이제 확인을 한 거예요.
Similar objects were spotted at approximately the same time in Sangam-dong, Seoul, Dongtan-dong, in Hwaseong, Gyeonggi Province, and Yupadne-dong in Daejeon. Experts presume that the objects are fireballs that emit light while entering the atmosphere at high speed. But they added that by judging the black box footage alone, it's hard to say where the meteors landed and if there's any possibility of discovering them on the ground in the form of meteorites. The firefighting authorities say no reports of damage caused by the objects have been received so far. The previous discovery of a meteorite was in Jinju, South Gyeongsang Province in March 2014. A discovery in 7 decades, it had sparked a meteorite hunt in Korea. Multiple testimonies of eyewitnesses who saw the shooting stars have aroused interest in meteors yet again. Hong Kong Disneyland posts a profit for the 3rd consecutive year, with admissions hitting a new high last year. The Land of Magic hasn't lost its touch. Hong Kong Disneyland reported more than $5 billion in revenue for the fiscal year from October 2013 to September last year. That's a 12% rise compared with the previous year. The net profit went up by 36% to more than $330 million. This is the 3rd consecutive year the amusement park has posted profits. Admissions hit a record high of 7.5 million, though it's only a 1% rise over the previous year's figure. The theme park's managing director insists the attraction is still popular among tourists, especially those from the mainland.
In fact, if you look at our mainland market, it's still growing at 4%. Our international market is still growing at 2%. So these are I would say fairly consistent.
Despite posting such positive figures, Kam did not say whether the theme park will lower its entrance fees. Tourists who visit Sri Lanka come to visit Nuwara Eliya, not only because of its pleasant climatic conditions, but also to enjoy the environmental scenic beauty of the area. Presently, the inflow of tourists to Nuwara Eliya has increased significantly. It's because of a renovated Gregory Lake. The Gregory Lake, which was renovated and converted to a beautiful garden at a cost of 190 million rupees, has become the main tourist attraction of Nuwara Eliya. The Sri Lankan Ministry of Economic Development received funds for this development work from Japan's International Cooperation Agency, JICA. The Gregory Lake, located in the catchment area of Piduru Talagala mountain range, receives its waters from Talagama Oya and Kothmale Oya. The government has completed the renovation work of this lake within a short period of about 1.5 years. Iran on Monday unveiled a new homemade combat fighter named Sake-2 or Thunderbolt 2, which will also be used for training purposes. Iranian Deputy Defense Minister Brigadier General Amir Hatami, in his speech at the unveiling ceremony, said the double-cockpit supersonic fighter jet, which has been designed and built by the Defense Ministry's Aerospace Industries Organization in cooperation with the Islamic Republic of Iran's Air Force, will do close-range cover and backup in tactical missions as well as advanced pilot training missions. He said the aircraft has been built on the basis of a new design, which has maximized its combat power, adding that the plane has also been equipped with advanced electro-avionics and weapon systems to train pilots for flying with the existing or new heavy fighters. Hatami pointed to the Ministry of Defence's strategy to reinforce the air fleet by relying on domestic capabilities and indigenous production. He maintained that this feat is in line with promoting self-reliance in the field of trainer fighter jets. The Islamic Republic has frequently announced that its military might poses no threat to other countries, stating that its defense doctrine is based on deterrence. Cybersecurity experts from around the world took part in a contest in Tokyo to launch and defend against cyber attacks recently. 24 teams from 7 countries and territories made it through to the finals after passing the preliminary rounds. On the first day, groups of 4 used their skills to launch cyber attacks and defend against them. Participants shared ideas to formulate their strategies. The competition was sponsored by a committee of companies and researchers. The head of the committee, Yoshinori Takesako, says he wanted the participants to identify the fields in which they needed to improve their skills. One of the Japanese participants said he was glad to have an opportunity to compete against highly skilled people from around the world. He would like to learn more skills from them. Officials at Japan's Information Technology Promotion Agency estimate that the country needs another 80,000 skilled people to protect information held by the government and companies.